this is your first book.
That's my first book.
I absolutely love the cover. I love the
Thank you.
website. And it amazes me, you've just got a great hook, Me PLC, and I know your workshop today is going to tell us a little bit more about this. But I imagine that there's a lot of people who are out there who've got things that they want to share. They're experts around their particular area of work, their passions, their knowledge. It's always good to know, how did you do it? I mean, I know there are so many books out there, but if you could think of like 3 or 4 steps to kind of say to somebody, how do you get this from the initial idea to having this in print and out there promoting it, what would you suggest that they do?
Okay, well, the first thing which you can't determine is going to happen is you need to get yourself a good buddy, you need to get yourself a coach, you need to get yourself someone who's going to actually come and be that catalyst. And I say coach, I use that word in a very broad sense, but actually it was someone who actually supported me, and he didn't support me for me to write a book, but he supported me for life, and that's one of the things that came out of it. The next thing I'd say is that you need to start actually writing it down. I was talking to one of the people in the audience tonight, Sonia, about her getting around the idea of writing her book. She was talking about the kind of feeling of actually putting some words down on a keyboard. And it took me a while to get to that stage, having had the idea. But once that started happening, it just started coming out like a tap. And I think for a lot of people, that's a difficult kind of Rubicon, if you like, just to get over. But once you do it, that's going to be critical. The other thing I'd say is, I think, if I say so myself, I've come up with a great idea in terms of Me PLC. I have to say it's not an original idea. I remember when it happened, I was on a beach in Egypt and thinking about this. I did have this idea about, I want to write about, running your life like a business. And this thing came in my head, Me PLC, and I remember we were at a resort with the family. I ran back to the kind of base and Googled it, as you do.